So how can you be left to Stardew Valley? I guess you can if you're like, because the way that I play Stardew Valley. So I started. This is gonna sound weird, but I started playing Stardew Valley when I was a kid. Harvest Moon Back to Nature was like the game that really got me into like sitting for 6 hours and playing a video game. Like I just couldn't stop playing that game, man. I played that so much. It is just such an amazing game, and Stardew Valley was kind of inspired as far as the main dude who made the game. Shoot, what's his name? Published by Chucklefish, but made by this guy. Oh, I can remember his name right now. Concerned Ape. Stardew Valley is a Harvest Moon type game. Yes, they're similar, but in particular, Stardew Valley shares a lot of commonality with Harvest Moon Back to Nature. Because there's lots of iterations of Harvest Moon, but Harvest Moon Back to Nature on PlayStation 1 is like what really inspired Stardew Valley, as far as Concerned Ape said. That's what I read when he said. And it's got a lot of similarities, like a ton of similarities. So Stardew Valley is like, it was amazing to have Stardew Valley come out. Actually, Stardew Valley was the very first game that I ever got early access to as a content creator. And I was just so absolutely stoked to be able to post that video on my YouTube channel. I got like 10 views. But I love doing it. Oh yeah, this is the Plantera Arena that I'm making. So Plantera Arena and then Queen Bee Arena here. How would you use the golem layers now that it enrages inside channel? Usually I just fight golem inside the thing. But I don't know. You can use it in arena, I don't know. I'll have to see if he actually... Yeah, the new brain item is busted. So good. It turns damage to 0 sometimes. It's just crazy. Pirate ghost mob. I'm really concerned about new ghost mobs. Yeah, I got a little overbuffed. They tend to do that though. So it's weird. Like ever since I started on Twitch, I started on Twitch about 5 years ago, and ever since I started on Twitch, people have been coming into the channel and be like, "Do a dab." But for me, a dab is a concentrated hit of THC. So the first time someone came in and said that to me, I fucking banned them. I was like, "You can't say that. You can't tell me to do drugs. That's all. That's against terms of service." But then I quickly realized, like, I don't know, sometime after that, I was like, "Oh, it's a dance move. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense." It's like the weirdest thing. So, and I don't really mind, like, but people make a big deal out of it. Apparently, it's, like, people think it's cringy to do a dab, I guess. It's whatever. And so I don't know. Rather than when people come into, they're like, "Hey, do a dab." I'm like, "Oh, the channel point currency. Get 100,000, and I'll do it." And it seems to solve the problem, basically. You can imagine my confusion as like day 2 of streaming, and someone comes in and tells me to do drugs. It's like, why is it this? Why is it like this? Oh, Ergo Staff, sweet. I was looking for one of these. A dab is a type of German beer. Oh, that's interesting. See, there's like lots of different types of dabbing, apparently. Poor young Badger. Badger, where's your cocaine segment? It's not. You're not allowed to do, as long as it's like you don't even have to prove that it's okay for you to do with that. But at the time, it was not legalized anymore. So I'll never forget that moment. That was like 5 years ago, and I remember it very vividly. Yeah. So I like this for Plantera Arena because infinitely big. I might just make it massive because apparently Plantera is gonna be super hard in this mode. All the bosses are massively buffed in this mode. They're thick, super thick. So the idea behind this arena is Plantera in her first phase is super easy. It's just when in doubt, circle about, right? So you don't need a whole lot of horizontal space. And then her second phase, she charges at you, and then I actually think during first phase is when she spits her balls. She fires this attack that's a homing critter that can't take damage, basically. But the thing about it is that when it falls down, it can't fly back up. So we'll fight her right about here, circle about, and then she'll fire those things out, and they'll fall down, and then I don't have to deal with them anymore. And then when she becomes second phase, it changes. So what I'll do is I'll be here, and she'll be here, and then I'll slowly go down, slowly, not fast, because she speeds up the further away you get. So be close to her, but far away not to get bit. And then as we get lower, I'll transition like this, and then go up, and then she's chasing me upwards. And we'll do that in a big kind of vertical loop. I don't want to make it too thick, because if you make it too thick, it'll hurt her. No, if you make it too thick, the jungle biome sometimes will not be in the center of your arena, and that's very, very dangerous, because if you, the character, are in a non-jungle biome, Plantera will enrage and move very, very quickly and do lots of damage to you very suddenly. So you need to make sure you stay in the jungle biome. That's why it's this thickness. That's why I'm making it out of jungle. Watch Plantera spike balls bounce on platforms to see. That would suck. That would really suck. Yeah, that would ruin my strategy. You know what? Let's go to hell and get Hellstone. I don't know why I haven't done that yet. Yeah, the explosion. That's cool. That's true. So for Waffle, we actually might switch to Necro Armor. Actually, just the explosion is range damage. What about the bees? Did they do summon damage or something? They are summon damage for real? Well, you said bees, and I thought you meant hornets. I guess my bad. Like these. Yes, Crim Armor regen does work by moving, but less. All regen is increased while not moving. I think I still see it proc when you're not moving though, or when you are moving. Sorry. Yeah, I think a lot of people adopt my style of base, and they're like, "Why did I do anything else?" Yeah. Oh God. Okay. Let's keep that in mind. The placement 70 blocks up, I find allows me to make critters spawn below my base and not on the base, and that's really good for keeping safe. Also find Destro is about 70, 80 tiles that he can jump. So you can actually, that arena that I have to the left of base will work for Destro normally, but it probably won't work for the seed. The nurse housing functions as an arena as well as housing for the nurse, and then there's another thing next to the nurse that's for the dryad, so the dryad can be in there and give me armor, and then I have the bed right below that so I can pop nurse to heal, and then I'm busting left onto a teleporter track once I have it, or onto my platforms to run, and then there's the farms there as well. I haven't finished Plantera. No, I think we'll do a little bit more on it because I'm really nervous how big Plantera is going to be. Plantera is actually classically my biggest stumbling point in hardcore runs. She's a very scary boss, so I'm pretty terrified of her. The housing is kind of like the quintessential way that I like to play video games. I don't know if I want to call it min-maxing, per se, because I'm not... I don't know, I'm not... It's sort of try-hardy, but it's not the most important thing, I suppose. It's also ease. Fred, I hate you, dude. Would Gravedigger's Shovel help with breaking the ash blocks? Oh, I wonder if it would. Does it break soft blocks? Does it break ash? Do I even need more than this? I'm at 333. I think 333 might be enough for everything, too. Let me see. I think I might have obsidian, aren't I? Multi-pick. Looks a little different than it used to. Still pretty trash. Okay, I think this should be enough obsidian. My commentary is usually a lot better than this. I'm so terrified. So we have everything? Maybe get the sword. We need the molten sword, don't we? See determination in your eyes. The thought that the mouse will get the spaghetti fills you with determination. Probably should make him nice edge, yeah. I don't have the Mama Musa either. Oh, why? Yeah, I need Hellstone for stuff like pistol too, which I might make pistol. Actually, Beatsness is probably better than pistol. This is way too much Hellstone. Do you have a standing desk set up? I do indeed have a standing desk set up. No, you're breathtaking. Okay, let's keep organizing stuff out of my my void bag. I do actually have 6 monitors, yeah. Okay, these are ash blocks. I don't need this. Having 1 monitor, dude, it's hard. I don't really think you need more than 3 monitors. If not 1 preamp. I have a Pro Channel 2 for my preamp. It's a preamp, compressor, and equalizer all in one. For like normal day-to-day stuff, I find 3 monitors fine. But for streaming, 6 is... It's frustrating when if I don't have 6. Well, who's giving Slime's balloons? Party Girl, obviously. Who else is handing out balloons? So blind in this playthrough means that I don't have any foreknowledge about what's happening. I don't know anything about the patch notes. I haven't read anything. I haven't watched anything. So all the stuff I'm experiencing for the first time. This pet is a special pet from Obsidian Chests. Slice of Hell Cake. And it's a Babby Imp. Very small. Very kawaii. That's neat. Yeah. An apple a day keeps Dr. Bones away. Nice. Reference to its own game. Oh, the lightning storm yet? Yeah, it spooked me. I thought I was playing Calamity again. It's funny because I wanted to start as a YouTuber. That's how I did start, was making YouTube videos. But of course, I was looking into new ways to make content and to branch out into audiences that people hadn't covered yet. And Twitch was not new, but it was just kind of just getting started. What the heck? I don't need these ever again. So I tried Twitch, and I just ended up loving it and like sticking with it. So I ended up just getting on Twitch accidentally, sort of, and loving the heck out of it and staying around for 5 years now. I know I had 400 grass seeds. I think it's because I accidentally refreshed, or my refresh rate made it so I popped too many. Man, we are getting really prepped for Waffle. Let's go back and work on our jungle, our farm, our Plantera arena. We have to be careful about the center turning not into jungle, which I think we're fine. Is mini nukes a real thing? That sounds amazing. Yeah, it definitely does really feel new. Like this feels like I'm playing Terraria for the first time again. Yeah, we used very little of the arena last time I fought Wallflesh. But remember that Wallflesh is going to be different this time because it was the last time I fought Wallflesh wasn't on For the Worthy. Are you gonna make a hollow arena pure hard mode so it's easier? I think I kind of made one already. In the underworld. Oh. Can juggle back wall be placed? A leaf back wall can be placed, which I think is what this is. I think this is a leaf back wall. Yeah, it was a master mode, but For the Worthy is different than master mode. Zekila. So For the Worthy is even harder than master mode. So, or rather, For the Worthy master mode is even harder than master mode. You can play For the Worthy and other things. Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Let me do this. Imps now. So I don't know what it's going to be like to fight Wafflecopter. Do you ever do normal non-hard mode runs just to cool off? I think what you mean, do you ever do non-hardcore runs? Because it's just pre-hard mode and there's hard mode, and there's softcore, medium core, and hardcore, and then there's normal, expert, master mode. Those are the thing. Do I ever do non-hardcore runs? I do, usually when I'm playing with other people, but I find Terraria not as fulfilling when I'm not playing in hardcore. There's something about the danger of losing my progress that gets me excited in games. Don't like DayZ. I like the concept of DayZ. Like, I like the idea of this world that you go in and you interact with other players and everything's self-policed and you really get this like connection with other people. I like that concept, and I think DayZ did that amazingly well. I think the biggest issue with DayZ is the issue that I have with Battle Royale games, where the pacing is off. Pacing doesn't feel right. It's not that I don't like slow gameplay. I mean, I play freaking Crusader Kings 2, which is like a spreadsheet, right? And that pacing doesn't. I feel like the pacing is off, and it needs to be worked on. I think Rust is a bit better, but also that pacing is at least it's weird. I like those games. I used to be really into. I don't care what the fairy is. The fairy might lead me to a chest. It might lead me to a heart crystal. I don't really need either. I think Rust is quite fun. I thought DayZ was fun too. Just like in short bursts, really, I had the most fun with it. Yeah, Rust can be very frustrating, especially when you get raided and you lose all your shit. Hitman Blood Money. Oh, that's a fun game, dude. Dude, the Hitman games, man. They scratch like a very visceral itch for puzzle solving for me. Actually, I think that puzzle solving is a genre that we play way more than we think. So Max Ray 4 and I have this conversation sometimes where it's like, you solve the game, you solve the puzzle of the game, and that's why it's not fun anymore. And I think that it's a thing that happens with all games. Like, a lot of games at their core are just puzzle games, where once you figure out the passcode, once you figure out the Rubik's Cube, they kind of, like, the charm of the game goes away. I think that's what happens with Binding of Isaac sometimes with some players, where you're like, oh, I just need to get this one thing, and I'll just re-roll until I get that thing. Oh, yeah, I beat the game now. And that kind of ruins things. That's why I started doing challenge runs. The first time I got to hard mode with a hardcore character was in normal difficulty, and I died to a wyvern. As soon as I got to hard mode, I went up. I was like, I want to farm a wyvern for... I need to try Risk of Rain. Man, Risk of Rain 2 is crazy. I played Risk of Rain, but I haven't tried Risk of Rain 2 yet. Risk of Rain 2 is great, yeah. Those games that randomize like that, it's harder to solve the puzzle a lot of the time. I guess I used Binding as an example, but maybe I should farm my food earlier. Well, class, I usually don't restrict myself to a class. I find that there are different classes are stronger in different areas of the game. Like, while range is very consistent, I actually find melee is strongest in early hard mode, and then range picks up, and then, like, mage is useful throughout, and I'll probably have mage equipment. So, yeah, Grand Design sits in your inventory firmly at all times. Lost to a dino trap. Good. Perfect. You're getting the hardcore experience. If you didn't die to a dynamite trap while playing hardcore, you weren't playing hardcore. Okay, I'll probably put some NPCs up here as well, I think. If you ever beat Moonlord in this run, what would be the next goal? I'd probably do some more challenge runs. We could probably do like Summoner only master mode off the top of my head. Maybe like sword only master mode. Have I tried Fisher Blood enemies? Yeah, I have. And the enemies that pop out from there are so freaking strong. I'm just making an arena right now for PLANTERA. I'm considering whether I need to make it higher or not. This is pretty big, but it's not like it can hurt. Yeah, they take like no knockback. I know. It's insane. I'm gonna beat Waffle today. Very unlikely. Isn't the Dryad down here? Nice. I'm just gonna prep some things. Still only stacked 99. I need to try Roblox, actually. Is that cringe to say? I actually downloaded Roblox and wanted to stream Roblox, but I downloaded it, turned it on, and I hated it. Like instantly was like disgusted by it. But I want to give it another chance. Maybe I need some people to play with to like help me with it. Well, it's an open platform for creators, right? So yeah, it makes sense that most of the games there are garbage. Like so Battle.net was a big thing that I did when I couldn't buy games because dudes would make game modes for Battle.net all the time, and it like all kinds of things like Ozokugo's D&D RPG, diplomacy, things like that. And it was basically like a free game playground for a kid who couldn't afford games. So it's basically Roblox. Like it's the same precept, but I think Roblox has like a more robust engine to allow more creation of stuff. So I never played Club Penguin, but I think it's very similar. So I see exactly why there's a lot of younger people on the platform of Roblox, because you just get so much value out of it. They don't have to beg mom for a new freaking game. They can just play Roblox all day. And then when they get bored of that one mini game, they'll try another mini game. And then they'll try their hand at making their own maps, which I did too, which was super fun. That's the reason I like the term doodad so much, because in StarCraft, there's like doodad was like a menu option, and there's like so many different doodads. I just like really like that word now. I made a map called the Minotaur, and it was 6 probes versus 1 guy playing an Ultralisk, and you had to, as a probe, you had to avoid the Ultralisk and get to the center, and then you win. And, you know, just adding secrets and stuff in the map and doing all kinds of crazy stuff. Probes are pretty fast, yeah. But it was a lot of blind corners. It was a terrible map, honestly. I actually didn't even like my own map. It's garbage. What is Sunflower lore? Sunflowers increase player movement speed and reduce enemy spawn rate. I think they just look good on both sides. I don't know. For symmetry, I know, right? That's why. Do you know the reason we said for symmetry? Sorry, I know. I kind of screwed this up, didn't I? It's this one, I think. Oh, no, it's this one. Yeah, this one's messed up. I'll move it. I love killing. I love killing. Ultra Japan. Yeah, that was that one that was off. And we're not gonna do either side either. This is sort of inefficient. Actually, I bet you we're not even getting the Heartlander buff all over here. Oh, we are. Okay, the only oh shoot, we're fine. Okay, I can do every other one. Okay, cool. Cool. We need some bass statues now. I can put some honey pits too as well, but it's kind of hard to do honey pits with these on. Yeah, it would be nice if we have honey bubbles. We actually can't do honey bubbles yet until hard mode. I think this is how you do to improve Terraria mechanics. I think there should be something like the Rod of Discord a little earlier, and I think that gravitation potions should be used more. I think if we implemented those 2 mechanics, we could diversify the methods of fighting a lot. Calamity has a lot of really good suggestions on mechanics, and I think that it could be really good in base Terraria, but I understand if they don't want to necessarily do that. Yeah, some people don't like gravitation potions. That's true. The gravity goat should just work like the gravity potion. Does it not? Oh, you know what? You're right, because it forces you to be upside down when it's on. Yeah. The reflection I like in the background is... I know! It looks so good, doesn't it? The new background's like sick. I much preferred gravitation potions when they didn't flip the screen. I know! I wish they wouldn't do that. It's so confusing. I would use them more if they didn't flip the screen too. Gravity Globe is dope for custom maps, yeah. The Abyss and Calamity. They did add a thing into the ocean, but yeah, they didn't add it. I guess what they didn't want to do is they didn't want to like just straight up jack Calamity stuff, you know? Death Dono. There's actually no colorblind mode for Terraria either. Okay, so PLANTERA is pretty chill, I think. Oh, cool guy cape. 5! Oh man, I thought it cost 1. No, I think 5 is right. Dang, I kind of want that, but these will one-shot me, by the way. They will do 400 plus damage to my character. We're not gonna do wall flush today for sure. Oh, the chisel. Dang, the chisel boys. Chisel's your favorite. I came in here for scarab bombs, but maybe I don't need it now. Yeah, I think I should be done for today though. I don't want to. I really want to keep playing actually, but because I'm finally starting to feel relaxed and mastermind again, which is probably an indicator I should stop playing. So let's go raid somebody.